The grudge match continues. It'll be the Chicago Cubs as they play the St. Louis Cardinals at Busch Stadium. Should be one to remember.
A great rivalry continued here today. From the Central Division of the National League, it's the Cubs and the Cardinals from St. Louis. We'll see Matt Holliday. He's on a mission to get a W today. I'm Gary Thorne. Steve Phillips, John Kruk with me. Major League Baseball, 2K Sports. The starting pitcher, Shelby Miller. As he gets going against these Cub hitters, what's in store?
Quality right-hander on the mound against this lineup. He should be able to get the outs he needs to come away with a victory, especially if his offense gives him some run support.
So who are you looking at, John?
Well, you always want to keep an eye on Chris Coghlan, a guy that can do a lot of things with the bat. Not a lot of power, but he puts the ball in play and makes things happen at the top of the order for this team.
Getting us going again, Chris Coghlan.
For the Chicago Cubs, left fielder, number 8, Chris Coghlan.
Miller got him to swing. Count 0-1.
Oh, he likes to throw a lot of change-ups when he's ahead in the count, so as a hitter, you got to be aware of it.
Swing, liner, back up the middle. And he's on. That's a nice way to jumpstart your offense. Now we'll take a quick look at the Cardinals and where they'll be fielding. And how do you like who's out there, John?
Well, there isn't a lot of things that Matt Holliday doesn't bring to the table. Is he a great defensive outfielder? He's probably not the best. But what he does do is he gives you 100% effort every single time he's out on the field. And if you're a pitcher, you absolutely have to love the effort he's going to give you every time out.
It's going to be Baez now to right center. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. And it's up against the wall. He's waved on towards home. And he's in there. Tremendous base running. Take a moment to check out how much that two-bagger helps their cause. Here's the win expectancy graph. Now we've got Rizzo here. And with the lead, this lineup looks as though they're ready to do some more damage. Still a ways to go, but pitching's going to catch up here. There's a swing and a ball hit high, way back there. And goodbye, home run. The Cubs continue to just pile it on. A little distance now, increasing their lead 1-3.
Now good offensive attack right here from the Cubs. Getting the job done, continuing to build the lead.
A liner headed for the hole, and another one. It's contagious.
Now batting.
Great hitting or poor pitching, I'm not sure which. He may be running out of gas, but that's now 4 straight hits against him. It's not looking real good.
And it'll be Valbuena standing in to hit. Fly ball deep left, but it'll end up in the seats foul. Foul! A shot up the middle makes its way through for a single. Take a look down there in the bullpen. They've got a lefty up and throwing.
Well, I don't see him coming in just yet. I mean, with a righty in the on-deck circle, I don't think that's the matchup they want.
Soler settling in. Well, what types of pitches have been put in play here today? Here's a quick breakdown of exactly that. Hit that one right back up the middle. To second for one. And there's two. Well, here's a double play that looked like they ordered up.
Great turn and throw at second base. He was ready to make the play. An example of a nicely executed double play.
Up now, the center fielder. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped.
Okay, these guys are really swinging the sticks. They came out ready to hit today, no question.
Swing, hot shot. Wow, that was close. Right back up the middle, almost got him. Now with 2 down, they've got a man on board.
Well, anytime you can get a guy on base who can steal bases, it puts so much pressure on the opponent. Let's see if they can get him around to score a run.
Going to be Castillo now. There's a swing and a ball hit well. Deep, straightaway center field. Back. Oh, Jay, nice play. Well, that's the kind of first inning you want. Big early runs. The Cubs lead 4-0.
Now batting for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Starting pitcher for the Cubs, here he is.
Number 13.
And as he gets into this St. Louis lineup, Steve, what's the primary emphasis?
That's a tough matchup for any pitcher against this lineup, as they can really swing the bat and have a lot of different sorts of threats. So he's going to have to really move the ball around the zone, and the manager's going to have to keep an eye on him and realize it's not a good matchup for the righty on the mound.
That's a foul ball. On the way. He swings and nails a liner. And that's the first hit for the Cardinals in this one. Now we have a moment to take a look at the Cardinals offense. Scouting pick, John, who are we looking at today?
Well, there's not a lot of areas in Matt Holliday's swing that you can beat him on as far as a pitcher goes. You better pitch careful to him. You better hope that he's in one of those moods where he decides he wants to chase pitches out of the zone, because if he doesn't and you have to throw strikes, you're in trouble.
Got a chance to check out the Cubs defense as they're out on the field. Any picks, John?
Well, Starlin Castro, when you have youth, you have inconsistency. But what you see is this guy has a chance to be a special player. He can do a lot of different things. What he has to do, though, is be more consistent with his defense. He needs to make the routine play more often instead of making careless errors. And when he does that, you're going to have to look at him as one of the best shortstops in this game.
The pitch. 0-1, fastball and a called strike.
Well, the hitter struggles with curveballs when he's behind in the count. I suspect they're going to go to the hook.
Curveball got him one away.
And he only got to see 3 pitches. Now, unhittable pitches, but he saw them nonetheless.
Boy, that's a tough at bat for the hitter. He's got to walk away almost before he even got there. There's one away. Matt Holliday's at the plate.
Hey guys, I think you'd have to consider this one of the 3 great baseball rivalries, right? You got Red Sox, Yankees, Dodgers and Giants, and the Cubs and Cardinals.
Watches a changeup go by for strike 1. And as great as the rivalry is, Steve was talking about, it is amazing. The Cardinals have won 11 World Series titles, and the Cubs haven't won one since 1908, John.
But last year, the head-to-head results weren't all that close. The Cardinals won the season series pretty easily, 10 games to 5.
That one fouled off by Holliday. Holliday fouls it off again.
When you're down on the count 0-2, you want to battle and fight any way you can to stay alive. He fouled off a tough pitch right there.
Another foul ball. Holliday keeping the at-bat going. And Holliday swings right through that one. Strike 3.
Well, that curveball is an unhittable pitch. It's either a take pitch, or if you swing at it, you swing and miss. 2 straight strikeouts on the big hook.
And Adams is in the box. Runner on first, 2 away. It's fouled off. The pitch. Here's a swing, a ball lined softly towards second. That'll do it as they put that one away. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand it. Cubs 4, St. Louis nothing. And welcome to those of you just tuning in. 2K Sports, Major League Baseball. This is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Crook. Lyons is going to be our new pitcher here. He's been chosen to take over out there. And a strike starting the second here. It's 0-1. There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. And it's through into the gap. Should be extra bases. Stops at second. 2-bagger.
Well, you know what? I've seen better swings in a park, but the pitcher able to pick up a base hit right there. And, hey, nothing like helping yourself.
And it's Coghlan batting. He singled and later scored in his last time up. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Wong. That's one away.
Good piece of situational hitting right there. Man on second. You got to get him to third. Even with the out, he does it. Good piece of baseball.
It's going to be Baez now.
Well, last season is going to be one of the Cardinals fans will never forget.
Up the middle it goes. Peralta with the pickup. And a good throw gets him 2 down.
For the Chicago Cubs.
And they bring him home. Steve was
40.
talking about those memories from the 11th season with the Cardinals. They will be many. None more so than the racing that Braves 10.5 game lead in the course of 32 games, John.
And the World Series, though, was one for the ages. Game 6 may have been the greatest game ever played in the Fall Classic. All the ups and downs of that series were just amazing.
Swings and misses. The good change right there. 0-1.
Boy, he just couldn't wait for that changeup to get in the strike zone. You can't try to chase it. You have to let it come to
Hit up the middle. He dives and he's up with it. Throw got him. That is one heck of a play. They pick up a run on one hit. Nobody left. 5 runs up for the Cubs.
For the St. Louis Cardinals.
And Johnny Peralta to lead it off.
Number 27, Johnny Peralta.
He deals. Takes a swing at that fastball. Can't connect. 0-1. And it's 0-2. Johnny Peralta. He'll be swinging anything close.
The hitter now needs to protect the plate. Think about going right back up the middle.
Swung on a fly ball down the left field line. And Coghlan pulls it in. 1 away.
Number 19.
And Jay stands in to hit.
Well, divisional play was a big reason for the Cubs' troubles last season. They opened the season, how about this, 7-21 against NL Central opponents. One of the big reasons they found themselves 14 games under 500 by mid-June.
And this at bat already 0-1. First pitch was a strike. Cubs had some very tough competition in that Central, made even tougher by the fact, Steve, that the Pirates turned out to be pretty good.
You're right. I believe by the time that July rolled around, everybody else was above 500, just the Cubs and Astros below.
There's a swing, line drive, center field, and it's through. That's a base hit. That's going to bring up A.J. Pierzynski.
Well, that pitch down and away is the toughest in the game to hit. Perfect pitch from the pitcher. Great piece of hitting.
And keep that in mind. Next time around, we'll see whether or not he changes up and how he throws to this guy. Foul! And he swings and hits this one foul. And here's the delivery. Good eye by A.J. Pierzynski. Lays off that one, an even count. He's hit .304 lifetime against the Cubs. Comes set, now the 1-1. Swings at that 1-1 pitch. Fastball by him. Strike 2.
Well, that pitch right there, he just blew it right by the hitter. Swung late.
The 1-2 on its way. Slider swung out and missed. 2 down.
Here's the slider coming right at you in K-Cam. Get a better look at that.
Fantastic piece of pitching to get that out, John.
Well, that's the part of pitching you love. He's looking for a fastball. He's expecting a fastball, and then just drop one right off the table. What a pitch.
And it's Taveras batting. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
Now that he's gotten the four-seamer down and in, look for him to go outside now.
Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And it's through. Base hit for Taveras. This a great situation for some offense.
He tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it.
Here's the delivery. He's at 0-2. He watched that fastball that was in there.
Well, the hitter lays off this pitch, realizing you can't do much. When you get that kind of four-seam fastball down and away, it's tough to hit.
Well, that half inning came to a close. A strikeout ended it. So, no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. Still unable to score. St. Louis still 0. Playing under some nice weather today, at least cool weather. Still need to keep those pitching hands warmed up, though. And in the batter's box, it's Castro. He's going to start the third here. 0-1 is the count now as we get going in the third.
That changeup away is one of the most effective pitches because when the hitters...
A line drive towards the hole. 1 away. And it'll be Valbuena standing in to hit. He singled his last trip. And the first pitch. Lined up the middle. And he pulls into first base with that base hit. There's one down here.
Well, little action going right now for this team. A single here with one out. A little bit of momentum. Let's see if they can bring him across.
Soler in the box. He hit into a double play as last time. Swing and a liner to right center. In there, and this is going to be trouble. This one finds its way around, rolling all the way to the wall. And he's in there to score all the way from first base. You just kind of lean in, Steve, and slap that thing the other way in that kind of pitch.
Well, you can't pull that pitch. If you do, it's going to be a ground ball to short. You want to punch it to right field. He's one of the best at doing it.
And he starts him out. Swung on line to right center field. And he'll take an extra base on this one. It's rolling towards the wall. And they score the run.
At the plate for the Chicago
Well, this is a guy
Cubs.
right here that was made to hit fastballs, and that's what he looks for, and that's what he got right there. Put a good swing on it. He knew what to do with it for that double.
Going to be Castillo now. Now this offense is having one of those days. Wow, are they putting hot shot towards the hole. He's trying for the plate. And he scores.
At the plate.
Little warm-up
for the
action
Chicago
going in the
Cubs.
bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
And their rookie pitcher in the box. I think with one out here, Steve, we might see him bunt.
Well, with the pitcher coming up, I think you have to expect they're going to sacrifice him over.
And he lays it down. He'll try to beat it out. Brzezinski. Throw is not in time, and he's on.
For the Chicago Cubs.
They say bunting is a lost art. Steve, this is how you do it.
Well, it's in the right spot, and an element of surprise as well allows him to beat it out and beat the throw from the catcher.
And it's Coghlan batting. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Runners on first and second with one out. Here's the first pitch. Line shot into center field. Now it's 2 away. And they'll try and hold the runners second and first. They stay.
For the Chicago Cubs. Second.
It's going to be Baez now. In his rookie year now. There's a swing, line drive, center field, and Jay's there to retire the side. They strike for 5 base hits in this inning and 3 runs up. Cubs continue to run away with this one. The top of the order is due up next.